Hello, family. This is Black Science TV 111. This is the Queen, Trifania Osei. About to ask the King a question. What type of physical and soul food should we be taking into our bodies?
Well, it's been a while since you asked me questions, so I'm gonna go ahead and jump right into it and just say thank you for asking the questions because a lot of people are curious about these questions. So I'm gonna jump right into it. Now, we must understand and overstand and understand that food comes on many levels. It comes on many levels, and we are people of rhythm. We are people of soul. We are people of defense when it comes to spiritual connection. As far as communication, we don't know how to spiritually connect anymore as we used to at one time. I'm not going to say like our ancestors used to, because a lot of people get into the habit of commonly connecting a lot of the superior or the extraterrestrial communications to our ancestors. But we still have ancestors among us today, which is a part of us. Our ancestors are embedded in our DNA, they are instilled into our soul. We are everything from our past to our present and on into the future. Now, what type of physical and soul food should we eat? Now, we know that the sun is the information. Information is food. Food helps us to grow. If we are soul beings, we should be eating soul food. Many of us like to say soul food is that which um, our mothers give to us: the pork, the chicken, the mashed potatoes, the gravy, which is starch, corrects it. Genetically modified foods, making us beasts. But at the same time, we must look at the sun. And if the sun is our soul food, then we must eat everything that the sun shines itself upon. When we talk about light, we're talking about fragments of the soul touching things to enhance certain parts of those who are the original people of the universe. So don't eat anything that does not have any communication with the sun. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So if your food does not come from the earth and it doesn't have a seed, then it is not conducive to your DNA or conducive to your electrons. When I say your electrons takes care of your negative charge. It initiates your negative charge. Your negative charge is what gets rid of that which comes into contact with your body, which is negative. Your thoughts. You are your thoughts. Everything that enters into your mind is energy. Thoughts is energy. A soul is energy. The sun is energy. But the type of energy that the sun consists of is that which raises the frequency of the energy. And everything it touches, we call it alkaline. So, don't eat anything that has over 100 ingredients. I'm being sarcastic.
Mm-hmm.
Because most of us don't like to read. Most of us don't know the scientific notations or the terms from which the ingredients come from. So it's easily to be tricked because society is not taught a lot of the things that they are placing on the back of the label. FDA, Food and Drug Administration. Why do you think that the Food and Drug Administration is in the same corporation? Because they give you the foods to make you sick and then send you to the drug administration to kill you, to finish you off. It's an agenda. Okay? Now, we should be eating that which comes into contact with the sun. Now, our protons is our positive charge. When our alkaline touches certain particles of our body, it initiates natural proteins. We have many cells in our body as melanated people. We have keratinocytes, we have melanocytes, and we have certain other cells that connects us to certain dimensions as far as supermarkets. Our physical supermarkets is Walmart, Food Line, Kroger, and etc. Our spiritual supermarkets, where we get our spiritual food, is certain planets. You get what I'm saying? So when we are eating food, we must eat food which is giving us positive nutrients. Nutrients being a form of communication. So if you are eating genetically modified organisms, and in school we learned that organisms are living things. Genetically modified organisms are negative communication. It sends stress signals throughout the body, which produces mucus. And when mucus is produced in the body, what happens? It starts to attack that which keeps us in rhythm physically, which connects us to spiritual things outside of ourselves, such as hydrogen, oxygen, CO2, the chains of everything that keeps us alive on the physical plane. So, Whenever the sun touches anything that is connected to the universe or to Mother Nature, it's alkaline. We have alkaline bodies. But what is alkaline? We talk about alkaline, but we don't know what alkaline is. Alkaline is electric. Electric don't die. So if your body is energy, or you are inside of an electric body, then to keep yourself up as being a soul living inside of an electric body, you must put in your body that which is electric. You don't go buy a gas car and put water in it. Why? Because it won't run. The DNA is not captive, or it becomes captive whenever it takes in things that it does not identify with. You get what I'm saying? So we should be eating things that is in cosmic rhythm to energy. If it doesn't have a seed, again, a woman without an egg cannot produce. Anything that is grown without a seed is a clone. You get it? Greenhouse raised. Things of that nature. So, and everything that we eat has a lot to do with how we think, the way we act, the way we communicate with each other. So when we look into the black community and we see all of the greasy foods that we eat, the pig feet, the intestines of the pig, the parasites that we put into our body that's traveling up into our cerebral cortex and cause a stroke, we become aggressive because this is not our natural habitation for foods that we should put into our bodies. Our body is rejecting something, and whenever your body rejects something, it has to work overtime. So while you sleep at night, your stomach should be resting. So if you're eating after 6 o'clock, then guess what? You're not even sleeping. Even though you might call yourself sleeping, you have to understand that even though your brain may be shut down, you have other organs in your body that works like your brain, because your stomach has to comprehend the food that it is taking in. Why? Because it has to break it down. It has to digest it. And we know that meat doesn't digest. Why? Because it doesn't fit the diagram of our physiology. So we have to eat that which is conducive to our DNA. All right? And I would like to give shout out and say thank you to Bobby Hemmett, Reverend Phil Valentine, because we come out today and we do a lot of shows and things of that nature, and we don't give the love that is necessary to those who raised us up onto other dimensions to help us get a head start to where we are now. So I'd like to say thank you to all the elders. Like I said, Bobby Hemmett, Reverend Phil Valentine, Dr. Delbert Blair. And if I forgot you, then spiritually, I'm talking to you. So, to the black woman, thank you, I love you. To all the brothers, the kings and queens, one love. United States of Africa. March the 13th, tune in. I will be doing a conference call. Black Science TV 111, Osei Kufuor. I'm out. Peace.